What's up traders, John Howell here, officialjohnhowell.com. In this video, we're going to have a quick market update. The ES and the Dow Jones in this short video, so let's get into it. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader. Alright, so let's get straight into it right now. We're looking at the ES, we're looking at the Dow Jones Industrial Average, and what we're doing right now is we are starting to form. I've just finished doing my own personal trading just then, and I thought I'd come on and do this video for you guys. Right now, guys, we are doing exactly what we did as we had that extended move up, you know, literally a couple of weeks ago. So, meaning that what's happening now, if I get my whiteboard marker, the market's doing this, and it's breaking past support, and it's coming down, it's hitting support now, and it's breaking back up, and it's coming down, it's hitting support. That's what it's doing as I speak right now on the Dow Jones and also the ES. That's where the market had like basically a very little day yesterday, but that tells me, guys, that we're continuing that upward move. Now here's the thing: if you look at the last couple of months, and the question is, will we get a pullback here? Well, no one knows exactly what's going to happen, right? But based on what we're seeing here, is that we are holding that support level again. So to me, it makes sense to do that, right? It makes sense just to keep moving to the high side. So anyway, guys, without further ado, let me actually stop talking there and let me get straight to the charts. Let's get to the charts. Alright, traders, so what we can see here, we'll get straight into this. What we can see here on the Dow Jones is we can see that this market, if you look at close by, you can see how it had a lot of resistance up here, had a lot of resistance here, broke up, it struggled once, it's definitely struggled once, broke back up, and now we're supporting on that right now. Now the stochastics is still pointing up, but you can see here that the market can just keep going up based on the stochastics. So we are still pointing up. We are still above the 5-day moving average, and you can see generally when that happens, we generally stay above it. You can see here that stayed above it all through here until we got the pullback, and then we got back above it, and we continue stayed above it, and then it closed a little bit just below there, but it definitely closed below on that bar there. That was the close there. So to me, it's showing a lot of strength there on the Dow Jones, moving forward through that. On the S&P, similar thing. You can see resistance here. It's had a lot of problems here. Now it's resting on that there. We've got the stochastic still pointing up. Bit of a nothing day with the volume, but I'm expecting that to increase. I'm just doing this basically as the market closes, but expect more increase on that. Look on the Russell. The Russell, we can see that the stochastics is where it is right now, and we continue just to ride up with where the Russell is. Now, if you look at the Russell overall, we are actually starting to make a nice. If we look at, say, the 3-month trend, we can actually see that we can see that this market is in a nice upward trend. It is overall upward trending to the high side, especially for the last couple of months. So that's what we've got to keep. That's what we've got to keep looking at. We can see here that this looks like a bit of a bear flag formation, but it just keeps going up. And same with the stochastics, and the same with the Nasdaq as well too. We're actually holding this resistance level. Plus, we also on the Nasdaq we're actually at this area of resistance on the Nasdaq, and that's where we're at right now. So let's actually look through this. So what I want to show you is that if I squeeze my chart up, you can see that generally back here in start of October, if I go back to this chart here, look at here, start of October, you got the stochastics way down oversold. Dow Jones, start of October, we had the Dow Jones stochastics oversold. Start of October, we had the stochastics oversold, and we can see that whenever that happens, the market starts to time away. And look at this one here, middle of October, we had the turning point there. You can see the stochastics, middle of October, you had the turning point there. You see the stochastics here, middle of October, we had almost at the oversold level when we started turning over on the Dow Jones. And then obviously the same with the S&P, same for where it is right now. So you can see, especially look at where we are right now. There was a major turning point just recently. And all the stochastics, the Dow Jones, the Russell, and also the Nasdaq, all the stochastics were at the bottom there. So I'm expecting a little bit more upward move. We've got the Nasdaq, especially I'm expecting at least for the
at least for this faster stochastic, to get at least up to the 70 zone before we start to see a turnaround or a pullback, if we are likely to see a pullback.
So, traders, the charts. You see exactly what's happening there. A bit of a nothing day, but one thing I have noticed is that by looking at all the indices, Russell, Nasdaq, Dow Jones, and stuff like that, when you're looking at the stochastics itself, generally speaking, when they all line up, especially lately, meaning when they all get into the overbought level, that seems to be the turning point for the market. So, what I'm saying right now, guys, I believe we're likely to get more upside based on what we're seeing here. We've got another couple of days, and then we've got a holiday on Thursday. Thursday. That's a holiday, and so and then it's open Friday just for a little bit, and then obviously back to normal trading next week. So right now, guys, I actually think we're likely to get a bit more upside moving forward. Again, we don't know, but if it does start to break these lows here, where the market, especially where the Dow is right now, then we will see a pullback during this rest of this week. But right now, guys, we're seeing that on the Dow Jones right now. So anyway, guys, I'm out of here. I hope you enjoy. I hope your trading is doing well. I hope you're taking care of yourself. And remember, guys, no matter what you're trading, stick to a good trade management rules. Stick to money management rules, because even the best of us can slip up sometimes. And when we do that, we've got to make sure that we are protected. Anyway, guys, I'm out of here. Remember, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today.